Hi everyone, I'm Lindsay and this is Carolyn and we're with the Wise Move AZ team. You have joined us for the 9th video in our buyers series. If you missed the first 8, jump over to our YouTube channel or Facebook page and you'll see them all there. And today we're talking about the do's and don'ts of responding to a counteroffer. So at this point we're going to assume that you have put in an offer to purchase your dream home and now the sellers come back with a counteroffer. Darn, they didn't outright accept your offer. But don't worry, that's rarely the case. Now that you have a counteroffer, you as the buyer have 3 options. You can accept the counteroffer exactly as it's laid out by the seller. You can reject the counteroffer, but that may mean walking away from your dream home. Or 3, you can counter the counteroffer. So before we get started into our do's and don'ts, I want to let you know that the negotiating process is a bit like gambling, and it's not for the faint of heart. There's a risk that at this point the deal may fall through. So, assuming that you want to proceed, here are some tips for navigating the process.
So firstly, don't take it personally. The counteroffer, it's not about you. It's about the seller and their needs. So, for example, it may be that they need to get enough money out of the home in order to pay out or get out from underneath their mortgage. So they've come back with a higher price. Again, darn.
Second, do ask for as much information as possible. Now, you as the buyer, you don't have direct access to the seller or the seller's agent, but your realtor can talk to the seller's realtor and get as much information as possible. What you'll want to do is take that information and use it to your advantage when you're crafting your response.
Next, don't treat the seller or the other agent as your enemy. They're not. Remember, it's only with their consent and approval that this deal is going to happen.
Fourth, do be reasonable. Try to take into consideration the concessions that both parties are making to have this deal move forward. For example, say you asked for early possession among a bunch of other things, and the sellers come back and they're saying no to the early possession, but they did agree to all the other terms. Consider letting this one go and making arrangements to stay in a hotel or stay with family.
Fifth, don't nickel and dime the seller. What does $1,000 mean on a $200,000 deal? It's 0.5%. Think about letting it go.
And lastly, do be flexible. Be flexible where you can. If the sellers come back with a different closing date and it really doesn't inconvenience you that much, consider conceding that point.
Hopefully, this helps you be more confident in the negotiating process. We're proud to walk through this often stressful time with our clients and hope that when the time comes, you will choose us.
That's it for today. We hope you enjoyed this episode of our Buyers series. We put out new videos every Thursday and Sunday, so make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and like us on Facebook at Wise Move AZ to stay up to date on all things Anthem and real estate. And remember, if you or anyone you know is looking to buy or sell their home, please give us a call. It's always the right time to make a wise move with the Wise Move AZ team.